Good evening. It's what is it? It's 5:31 p.m. for all you. I don't even know what that's called. The PM AM system. I don't get it. Here we have 24 hours in the civilized part of the world. It's Sweden, by the way. Welcome to another review or slash overview of another fantastic release by my boys at Ugritone. Today we're going to look at the Finax, the Finbase, and the Finfinity. That was difficult to say. The Finfinity expansion for Cult Drums 2. Now, the Finbase and Finax are both for True Cab, and we're gonna do a quick overview. I was making a huge set of videos. I was making one separate for the drums, one for guitars, and one for the bass, but it just sucked. And so I'm doing this quick overview thingy so I can get this out before release this Friday, February the 5th. I think this on Friday, yes. So this Super Bowl weekend, these will all be released to you. Okay, we can start off by looking at the guitars. I'm gonna pan this 100% to the center so you can hear what each preset sound like. If I look at my effects chain, just for the guitar bus, I have the guitar bus on Easy Mix and a verb, but we can disable them for now. Because there is an issue here with TrueCab. Now, this is an issue that the developers are fixing, I've been told, and as you can see, there's no master gain knob. There's actually not anything. So you see, on the guitar bus, I have actually increased volume by almost 5 dB, and I have no EQ on or anything, so the sound will be the same, but I have the compression setting on Easy Mix at full just because to get that volume boost. So if I reset this, you can just listen to one of the tracks. You will hear how silent it is. Okay, maybe we need context. Let's take it into the full mix so you can hear for yourself how quiet it is. You can tell the guitars drown in the wall of sound. I'm gonna activate everything again and let's go through the guitars. So, an issue that they're gonna fix, volume is too low and there is no gain knob. Okay, let's raise it up again and take a look at the presets. And you can hear the Finnish flag for all you patriots. I like this UI, it's neat and cool. You see all the different mics. Now if I load a preset like the modern, let's do the drop shrug. This is the full reset. And you have access to all the mics. Bar mic. We can add the tube sizzle. Let's add the rear. The edge. Let's add everything. Now, this doesn't sound that great, but that's because all of these dials are zeroed. And you can play around with them at your leisure. I'm a lazy man, so I'm going to use the main presets. That's the sort of mix-ready ones, or at least to an extent that it sounds good, and then you can always tweak by yourself. So let's load the preset. Now this is the drop chug. Let's use a slower part just to try it out, how it sounds like. And what I love about TrueCab is that they really capture that sort of like rehearsal room ambience because of all all the mics, the side mics, the rear mics, and everything. Let's check out the other presets. Let's check out the common thrash. So fast part first. And the slow part. Nice. The modern shred. Fast part. Slow part. Let's check out the Wild Child. And the slow part. Tasty. The 1000 Lake Sky. Fast part. Slow part. For this song, I used the modern shreds. Let's change back to that and let's pan it to the correct pan. And let's listen to both tracks at the same time just to get an idea what it sounds like together. As I already said, there's no EQing going on. The EQ here, the EQ shape is set to 0. And I've got some verb just to fill up the space. So, that's the guitars. Let's move on to the bass. Now, I don't own a bass guitar. I have had plenty of basses, but I currently do not own one because, one, I'm lazy, and MIDI bass is a far better bassist than I am. So I'm using Easy Bass. I have a tube screamer, or a sub screamer rather, from Ignite Amps. I have the True Cab loaded up. I don't have an amp, and I have Easy Mix also at Guitar Bus with 0 EQ and full compression just to get that volume boost. There are a couple of bass IRs here. Let's load the first one. It's the War Bass, the amp. Let's just reset this just to make sure that we get the original sound. And they also come with a DI setting. And I think the point of this is that you can actually separate the DI from a distortion channel, for instance, like all the big boys do. Let's try the Everfrost. Let's try the Armageddon bass. That's it. Yes, that's it. There's 3 bass IRs here. I think they sound good. I have not tried it with an amp. That's because I'm getting confused in what this amp setting means. I'm looking it up. Maybe I can try loading an instance of an amp. Okay, let's just use duality. Bypass the cab. exhaust. I like the sound of that. Set some gain, or you can use the drive on duality. That's nice. Maybe I'll keep that for the song for now. Well, that's the bass IRs. I think they're good sounding IRs. I have nothing to complain about, really. Let's move on to the meat and gravy of this review, the drums. The lovely UI Cult 2. From the Finfinity expansion, we get 5 presets: the default fin kit, the Speedy Metal, the Lapland Grind, the Core of Pori, the Finpunk 97. And they all sound great. I think the Lapland Grind suits me best because of my musical taste and the sort of music that I do. Very snappy, death metal-y. I love it. All the pieces are pearl except for the, obviously not the cymbals. Maybe there's a pearl. Of course there's one pearl, but you see, I have to count real fast. It's 6 pieces of snares. For this one we use a pork pie. And on the drum bus, I actually have nothing. No, not a single effect. Just sort of group it, make it more accessible. Listen to the drum track. Then we're gonna listen to everything together. Of that kick. So, just a quick summary. I don't think there's any more that I can show you on Cult Drums 2, unless you want more like a beginner's guide sort of video, because there's so many options here. You know, the uses of one-hits, one-shot samples and stuff like that, how you bleed them into the kit and whatnot. I think we've been through that before. So let's just listen to this whole song with everything together before I'm going to summarize it all up for you. So we got everything here? Yes. Folks, the Finland group of plugins here for you, or expansions rather, than just simple plugins. I think they sound great. I think that especially the Finfinity drums I think it's their second best expansion so far. I think there's nothing that will hold a candle to the speed metal expansion. I think it's absolute pinnacle. I think it's awesome, but this is pretty close. Now, again, this Friday, this drops for all you common people. And if you want to possibly make me rich, you can use the code Warhead at checkout for 20% off. Okay, I'll see you all in some other video or whatever.